When you stop off at PRI after a late night of fun having, and you're at the coffee shack, you see your man, Clay Millican, my hero.
Gotta have you. All right, folks, me and my navigator, we done knocked out, what, 500 miles?
Yep,
500 miles to Indy, and I would be telling a fib if all we hadn't talked about the majority of the way is bad injector. I think is where we've arrived at. And one of my missions is to see the folks at Diamond and get some new pistons. And
we're gonna build it.
Yep, but I guess really what we've come down to, priority number one, is to send the injectors to the shop.
Yep.
And
put them in the machine and let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
'Cause we need to have a clue what's up here.
Yeah, bag and tag number 3 especially, so we know.
Yep, we gotta know.
We will figure it out. But it's the start of PRI show, and I suspect both of us are going to take you along on different paths. You got a busy schedule.
It's gonna be wild.
Both of us got a busy schedule, and hopefully we'll see some of y'all folks at the show. You'll see this after the show, but anyway.
We're here. We're doing it.
500 miles.
Yep, this is
done
great.
for the day.
Yeah. I'm still blown away. Here I am, a little tuning mechanic, and I'm cruising down the road with Clay Millican. This is awesome. Pretty special.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're in this big bad hot rod Adonis.
Yeah, that's cool.
We Mini Coopered it.
300 plus miles on 10 gallons.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
Not bad. Not bad. See you guys at the PRI show.
Let's go. Love it.
All right, y'all. Bright and early in the morning, we're at PRI. There's Doug. There's Izzy. Kaylin. Blake. We got Chris over there. Got our coffee. We're ready to start the day here. Registration at PRI, day 1. Let's go. All right, guys. I'm here at the Holley booth. Steve's been the go-to guy on Baby D and all kinds of other stuff with the Top Fuel car as well. But man, oh man.
Yeah.
So the video's coming out of what we did.
I heard some excitement.
It was not what we were trying to do, but I tell you what, though, everything went really good. I think we had an injector problem, but man, you definitely, Holley hasn't figured out on the swap thing.
We're trying to, man. We're trying to just do all different Gen 3 Hemi swaps, obviously for the Dakotas, hopefully for other things coming out soon. So anything I could do to help you guys out, just let me know.
Y'all doing any kind of swap, call Holley, call Steve.
Yep.
Got it going on.
Gen 3s, LS swaps, we got Coyote swaps, all kinds of goodies.
Now I just got to get it running again so we can spin more tires than we did already.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
So y'all know every show I go to, I'm always hanging out at Mcleod, and Krista's running away from me. Look at this guy.
Yes, be right.
Exactly. Last time we did this with SEMA.
Yes.
And this guy wants to talk to me. I'm going to tell him some stories.
Hey, how you doing? Can't wait to hear all these great stories. Thank you for your time, Clay. Scott Susie, limo guy at large, thank you.
You got it.
Appreciate your time.
As always, making the rounds at these shows, having a blast. It's awesome. We're going to keep moving. All right, guys, we're over here at the Safety Clean booth. Here's Mr.
Hello.
Drew.
How are you?
And I told Drew I love him, but my attention was immediately drawn to this car out of the garage shop.
Yep. Yeah.
This guy right here might have had something to do with it. Aaron Brown, check him out on YouTube. I absolutely. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
I'm mesmerized by the OK&K Insurance Dodge here. This is awesome. Wow. Crazy. I'm YouTubing. I was just talking about this beautiful ride here. All right, come on over here. Y'all are used to this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good.
All right.
Checking out the car?
I am.
He wants to drive the Streamline. Oh,
I am. Actually, I think I was recruited.
You were recruited. We had you surrounded at SEMA.
And that guy right there was the one we had to check with. So
That's the boss man right
that's
there.
the boss man. I love what y'all are doing on the YouTube thing, by the way. But I'm still mesmerized. I keep losing my attention to this. It's cool.
Your crew chief, Justin Elks, great guy, friend of Drag Illustrated, longtime friend of the show. What do you make of the...
All right, if y'all been watching the channel, y'all have seen Ace on here before. Making our rounds at PRI, always come by here and see Ace, hang out at the Weld Wheel booth. If you want to go fast, you got to ride on Welds. Everybody knows that, but how's the show going, brother?
Oh, the show's been going great. We got a lot of new products showcasing here in the booth.
Me and this guy have a lot of stories that we're not going to tell y'all right now, but you will continue to see Ace because if I'm racing, he's part of it.
Oh yeah, that was for another episode. We'll tell you the stories.
Exactly.
We are back immediately. Non-stop action here on the PRI stage 2021. When I say non-stop action, what do you think of? This man, Clay Millican. How you doing, man? It is just getting going. It's fantastic to be back in person at this show, and for all the reasons you mentioned. I mean, it's, you know, for some people that get jaded to this stuff, they look at it and they go, oh man, all these people are going to talk to me. Well, guess what? That's a good thing. Never take that as a negative. And if you build an image and a persona and it have the personality that you do, you welcome that opportunity. These are your fans.
I love it. Now Donna won't come with me to these shows. She just is like, you talk too much. I've heard that same story 500 times now.
She comes with me to all the races. She needs a weekend off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have been proud to say with the probably one of the wildest off-season, silly seasons we have had in many years.
Many years, man. You lived through a lot of them, and this one is almost without precedent.
And I'm proud to say I'm not part of it. Everything remains the same. Same people, you know. Parts Plus is back. I mean, you know,
look, there are so few teams that can say what you just said. It's a big deal. There is an advantage to the teams that come out with the same personnel in 22 are so rare that it's a big advantage that you're bringing back every person that was on that car this year.
And you know, I don't know what it was. I was listening to you. I think you might have been on Drag Illustrated talking about it's the first time in a long time that teams are going, we need people.
Right.
You know,
and
that's good.
The reality of the situation has been for years, you think, are all the crew guys going to have a job for next year? Now you think, are all the teams going to have enough crew guys? It's an inverse of what's normal, and it's the best possible scenario. Not for you because you have to chug mailbox and think about it, but for a guy like me, it's like, man, this is awesome. Ultimately, I think it is good things. Ultimately, no one got hurt. It was human emotion being displayed. It wasn't like, and it was something. The one thing that people always need to think, and I think about this all the time, it's like, if I'm a Clay Millican fan and I go and I buy my Clay Millican crew shirt and pay the money for it and I'm sitting in the grandstands, I'm rooting for you to win. And I want to know that you want to win as bad as I want you to win, right? And so it's when we see stuff like that, it reinforces the fact, oh hell yes, this guy wanted to win real bad. He's willing to mouth off to a guy that's 3 times his size. You know what I mean? It's an exciting time to be involved in the sport. He is Clay Millican, the Parts Plus Top Fuel Dragster. He'll be back in action in 2022, starting in Pomona, California. We'll be back in action in just a couple minutes here at the PRI stage. Clay, thank you very much.
So we're continuing to roam around at the PRI show, and sometimes you see people that know what YouTube is.
Yeah. What's up, Clay? You doing all right, buddy? I heard your voice, buddy. It's good to see you.
Didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're good, man.
But over here with Doug, my team owner, and I'm like, I see content. You know what you got to do.
Dude, I love how you never stop working, dude. Ain't no grass growing under this guy's feet, dude. Keep out there and keep winning.
All right, folks. Making the rounds here at PRI. Had to go see this spot. Who do I run into? This guy.
Howdy.
So we've been over here bench racing, and we figured out we have a lot of stuff in common that we probably didn't know about, but I think that's a normal car guy thing.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. Got some Mopar connection there. Have to show you some Mopar stuff. Let you drive maybe a twin turbo Viper.
Oh, now you see, now you're talking.
Yeah, I might enjoy that.
I'm definitely a Viper loving kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna block that for a second. I love the Vipers, probably my dream car, but I continually find other things that keep me from owning one.
They're
rod
cool.
Stuff.
They don't make great race cars, but they make great road race cars, but the drag race stuff, and then like my buddy Lee that you guys have seen me work with on my channel, he's got a couple of different Vipers and they're all pretty cool. So maybe we can let you do some turns and whatnot. You might enjoy that.
That would be awesome. I have done a little bit of turning, but it's just been like Bondurant corporate days.
Yeah.
And absolute blast that you can, you know, stomp on the loud pedal for longer than, 3.7 seconds.
Yep. So we've got one car that's got 2 seats in it, so Lee could take you for a ride in that one. And I'm probably speaking for him a little bit too much, but if you see this, Lee, it's Clay Millican. Come on.
I know how to go fast. I'm just not so sure about the turning part without chutes hanging behind me.
Yeah. It's weird to, like, you're flying towards a wall and you're like, all right, before I get to that wall, I got to turn. And it's fun though.
Well, the way you've been wheeling at all the Freedom Factory events, I might pick up some pointers.
Yeah, it's we've got some budget cars too that I train a lot of people in. Like we run the Champ Car Endurance Series, or used to. I haven't in the last year, but they're cheap cars, and so you don't have to be scared to wad them up.
Right.
I mean, it's a heck of a lot easier to learn in something that is not the end of the world if you crash it. Where a Viper's, 100 plus grand. So.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
Yeah, but these cheap things, they're still fun. I mean, they make 200 wheel horsepower, and they're a blast to kick around. So there's those. We can entry level into those, and then at least go for a ride in one of the fast cars. So.
All right, folks. Y'all tell us something that me and Kevin should do together. And who knows, we might make it happen. But I can tell you this, when I head to Gainesville, y'all will see me at KSR.
Sweet. And I want to be in your pits, so we'll work all that out.
Done deal.
Cool.
We can make that happen.
Good deal.
Cool. I got a little practice at it. All right, folks, continuing the PRI journey here, and y'all are definitely, if you're a drag racer, you're not going to know who this is, but if you're in the road racing world, IndyCar world, this is Ross Bentley. So, believe it or not, I credit Ross with a lot of how I drive the race car, and he's got some great books out there. Speed Secrets. Speed Secrets. And I don't know how, years and years ago, somehow, some way I come across your books, and I contacted you, and it turns out we had some mutual friends, small racing world, and
which is the best part of the racing, is how small it is and how we all get to know each other and someday, somehow get to work together in some way.
Exactly.
And for me, I tell people all the time, one of the coolest experiences I've ever had was coming out to Seattle.
Yep.
SIR, Pacific, whatever you guys call it, or what we call it these days.
Right.
And spending a weekend with you and just learning what you do, which to me is still mind-boggling. It's, I think you spent 20 minutes telling me what you do in 4 seconds. And I could spend 4 minutes telling you what I do in a 24-hour race. Right. So it just seemed like, this isn't right.
Yep.
So, way cool spending time with you.
Yep. So that's the cool thing about PRI. You never know who you're going to run into. And if you're interested in improving your driving, and it doesn't matter if it's road racing or drag racing, y'all go check this guy out. Speed Secrets.
Speedsecrets.com.
Brilliantly smart guy that I'm very fortunate to call my friend. Y'all check it out. All right, folks, that is going to wrap up our PRI 2021. Hoping I can remember where I parked our car at and make our way towards the house. It's chilly out, it's windy, but thank goodness everything was safe here and at home. Appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave your comments down below. See you guys in the next one.